There's something abuzz around campus.
Fifth-year PhD candidate Jorin Graham researches cicadas.
As a researcher, what goes through your mind?
It's really amazing what cicadas are able to do.
They're amazed by the ability cicadas have to synchronize. This synchronization lets them survive by coordinating their life cycles.
Cicadas aren't very good at walking or flying or hiding, so instead what they do is that they come out in really large numbers.
1 trillion cicadas are estimated to emerge this year.
Predators will eat as much as they want, like an all-you-can-eat buffet, but there's still a ton of cicadas left over. The cicadas that survive can reproduce.
But how do cicadas know to do this?
What scientists think is happening is that cicadas are literally counting the years as they pass by.
Underground, they consume tree sap that changes flavor by the season.
The cicadas can actually sense this change over the course of the year, and they can keep track of that. And once they count to 13 for 13-year cicadas, or 17 for 17-year cicadas, then that's when they come out of the ground.
Cicadas that emerge at the same time are called a brood.
Brood 19 emerges every 13 years, while brood 13 emerges every 17 years. In 2024, both species are emerging at the same time here in Illinois. That hasn't happened since this man, Thomas Jefferson, was president.
There are some out there, but it's nowhere near the volume that's had really any effect on us.
Steve Camburn is the groundskeeper foreman at Northwestern. He says that NU doesn't see that many cicadas because of how developed the campus is.
Construction, has probably affected it. Most of these areas have been filled in at some point in time.
NU groundskeeping is
making sure that they haven't accumulated on sidewalks.
Dead cicadas get put in with other organic debris collected by groundskeepers. Camburn took us to a pile of this debris, but cicadas weren't nearly as common as the twigs and brush.
One place cicadas are common is outside of Communication Junior Barb Burns' building.
They're everywhere.
On Sherman Avenue.
It's unpleasant. I see coming home as okay, this is my safe haven. And so now I feel like every time I walk in the door, I'm kind of being bombarded with these creatures.
She says the bombardment of cicadas doesn't stop at the front door.
There are crushed cicadas all over the place. Some of their remains have been dragged into our lobby.
Burns isn't the only person bugging out about cicadas. Medill sophomore Josefina Espino.
I hate them as a basic girly who's afraid of insects. I fear for my safety.
The brood 13 cicadas emerge every 17 years. Steve Camburn was here when they last emerged in 2007.
17 years ago, we had little to no impact. We happen to be in an area that we don't get inundated with those.
With more development of the Evanston campus,
I would say that any of the wooded sections, South Woods,
there may be even fewer cicadas than last time.
If you pave over the ground, if you cut down their tree, they're not going to survive that and they won't be able to come out.
The first cicadas are coming out now.
They're going to emerge from the ground, where they're going to be alive for a few weeks. They're going to sing their mating songs. They're going to mate, have babies, and die.
Espino will be here throughout the entire lifetime of these cicadas.
This is the summer of the cicadas. I'm just afraid that they're gonna ruin my Evanston summer.
But Weinberg freshman Cyrus Nadizadeh doesn't see them quite like that.
Cicadas are amazing. You really know summer has finally come when you hear the cicadas outside.
He's thinking about family visits to Japan, where cicadas are symbols of summer.
I go back to Japan every 3 years. My mom is Japanese. My mom always talks about them. She loves to hear them, and then she always tells me she put this image of summer being associated with cicadas into my head.
Jorin Graham is looking for cicadas all over North Campus. He leads us on a tour to find the insects. In here, looking around until we get to a tree on Sheridan Road.
Yeah, because you can see them. They're not moving around like the other cicadas.
Graham says they'll continue researching the cicada, but what makes this species so interesting? You said they don't have a leader, but they all come out at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really very cool.
Yeah, I think it's fascinating.